Good afternoon. Hello, students. As we can see, it's important to study the blood cells. That's the topic for today. Pay closely attention to all the information that we are going to share through this platform. We are going to speak basically about the red blood cells and white blood cells. Important part of our body and important part of the immune system in our bodies. So pay closely attention to this video. Let's start speaking about the blood circulation in humans. You can use your book, if you have it, right there in the page number 22. We're going to focus here, speaking first about the blood circulation in humans. What is that? Well, the human circulatory system consists of heart, blood vessels, and blood. Three important parts that give us the opportunity to carry materials through all our body. Materials like nutrients that we can get from food, oxygen that we can get from air, water that we extract by drinking water, and many other important things that are the basic structure of our body. As you can observe in the following picture, our body it's full of blood vessels. The blood vessels transfer the liquid, in this case blood, with all the necessary materials through all our body. Yes. First, if I want to make a short summary of how this happens, well, first we start with our heart right here. This wonderful organ called heart is the one in charge of pumping the blood in and out, moving the blood through all our circulatory system. The first point is that we inhale oxygen through our nostrils or nose. This air travels through our lungs, then passes from the lungs to the pulmonary vein, and then all that oxygen gets inside the heart. In the same moment, that blood is going to be transferred around all our body, sending the nutrients and the oxygen necessary. Then the heart again pumps in all the blood again, but at this time we are taking all the carbon dioxide that is not necessary for our body. The carbon dioxide in this case is represented by the blue color. The oxygen is represented by the red color. So first we get oxygen, then as a subproduct and waste, we release carbon dioxide going back to the heart, passing again through the pulmonary vein to our lungs, and then being expelled through the exhalation. But well, that was just a little and short review that you can see in your page of the book. Let's speak about the heart. Heart, it's a very important organ. Basically, is the strongest muscle that we can find in our body. Yes, heart, it's a muscle. And one of the most important because it's working every day, 24/7. Every day, every moment, every hour. Is responsible of pumping blood to all our body. Amazing, right? I'm sure that you are very amazed of how this important organ is working. Well, the heart is divided in right and left atrium or atria, as you can see right here. The heart has right and left ventricles. Something that we are going to study when we come back to the classroom by opening a real heart of a cow so we can understand how are these atriums working inside the organism. Heart functions are important. It's a double pump. The blood travels through two circuits. The pulmonary or short circuit, which the blood leaves the right ventricle through the pulmonary arteries and is directed toward the lungs. It goes back through the pulmonary veins and reaches the left atrium. Then we can see that the other function is that general or long circuit. Well, the blood leaves the left ventricle through the artery of the aorta and reaches all the organs of the body. It returns to the right atrium through the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. Well, we are speaking about the heart. We are speaking how it pumps the blood to different parts inside our body. It's working when you're sleeping. It's working when you wake up. It's working if you run. It's working all the time. Your heart is pumping What is it doing? What is pumping? Blood. Let's speak about the blood. Well, when we speak about the blood, this element is interesting, amazing. Let me tell you that I was investigating a lot about the blood, and trust me, this information is mind blowing. Let's focus right here in this part of your book, page 22, that speak about the structure and composition of the blood. Blood basically is compounded by plasma, platelets, red blood cells or erythrocytes, monocytes, and basophilic leukocytes. Well, there are different kind of leukocytes, the eosinophilic and the basophilic leukocytes. And then one of the most important, the neutrophil leukocyte. Well, the neutrophil leukocyte, it's extremely important because it's in charge of killing bacteria and viruses. Well, not killing exactly, but fighting against each one of them to take them out of our body. The function of the red blood cells or erythrocytes, they are transferring nutrients to all our body. Yes, they are transferring the nutrients that are very important for us. Proteins, vitamins, and many others. Why are they red? Because of the high content of iron that is inside each one of them. Then we see plasma. Plasma is like all the extra liquid that is around the red blood cells and the white blood cells. And the platelets here, well, we will see the function of each one of them. Look at the pictures. This is an example of an erythrocyte. That is an example of platelets, neutrophil, eosinophil, basophil, macrophagous, and monocytes that are in charge of swallowing or putting inside them bacteria and other viruses. Let's speak a little bit about the works of these white blood cells. Well, let's start with some information about the blood. Blood is the liquid tissue of the organism. Yes, blood is a tissue. Okay? The only thing is that it's liquid. It is composed of plasma as the liquid part, and the erythrocytes, platelets, and leukocytes are the solid parts of the blood. Now, the plasma is composed 90% water, and the rest is proteins, fat, glucose, vitamins, hormones, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen as important elements for our body. The erythrocytes transport oxygen to each cell and collect CO2, carbon dioxide, to carry it to the lungs to be expelled. So, as I told you, the erythrocytes have a double function. One is to carry nutrients, oxygen in, but then taking out the carbon dioxide that it's bad for our body. We have to take it outside immediately. That's one of the important works of the erythrocytes. Then we have the platelets. They are typical in mammals. And remember, the humans are mammals. Yeah. They are cells responsible for coagulation. If a place is damaged, the platelets are going to make coagulation to cure that part. In amphibians, fish, reptiles, and birds, these are replaced by thrombocytes. So only the mammals are the ones that contain platelets, helping us to fix places with accidents. Imagine that you have a wound, or if you hit yourself, the platelets are going to fix that part that is damaged in your body. These are complete cells and perform a fast coagulation. Then we have the leukocytes or white blood cells. They are responsible for defense mechanisms in the organism. There are different kinds of leukocytes. Important. There are different kinds. Let's see. They are classified according to their essential function. We have basically neutrophils, granulocytes that are divided in eosinophils and the basophils. Then we have the monocytes that then they becoming macrophages, and the lymphocytes that are called antibodies. Now, let's speak about each one of them and let's see pictures because I know that this will help you a lot. Okay, so let's check some pictures. The blood cells, as I told you, first time is divided in platelets, platelets in mammals, or thrombocytes in fish, amphibians, and reptiles. The red blood cells, or erythrocytes, that they carry out oxygen, nutrients, and other things to our body. Remember, they carry this in and then they take outside the carbon dioxide. Now we have white blood cells. The classification is basophil, neutrophil, eosinophil, monocyte, and lymphocytes. Being the neutrophils and lymphocytes, very important to avoid bacterial or viral contagion in our body. Yes, they are in charge of destroying viruses or bacteria when they can find them, of course, because they are not perfect, they can fail. And please, 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 tell me, are you interested in watching a video of a white blood cell attacking a bacteria? Yes. Alright, let's see that video right now. I'm going to open this video to check how a white blood cell chases a bacteria. They are called the police of the body. Okay, let's check it out. Oh my goodness. Look, this one is the white blood cells. Look at that small bacteria. It's saying, oh, come on, don't kill me. No, please, I want to escape. Look, there's another up here. And the white blood cell is very close to it. Come on, I want you to see how this white blood cell is going to destroy this bacteria. Look at this. It seems like it just swallowed with all the bacteria completely. Wow, amazing. But that's not all. I want to show you another video because sometimes, believe it or not, but sometimes the bacteria are too much and the white blood cell cannot fight alone against too many bacteria. This is the opposite case. Bacteria attacking white blood cells. Tremendous. Look at this one. I will focus on this one. Let's get closer. Wow, incredible. Just observe it. Check how all the bacteria are around this poor white blood cell and it cannot move. The white blood cell can ingest or take and destroy one or two bacteria and then it can continue working more. But what happens when we have an excess of bacteria or viruses? There's no way they cannot work anymore. Wow, terrible scene, the one that we are looking up here. Tremendous. Now, we have another video, and this is a 3D presentation of how the white blood cell is going to work, right? Basically, the white blood cells are inside our blood vessels. In the white blood cells, being specific with the neutrophil, this one is in charge of taking bacteria inside to then take them outside and transform that in a good material to be absorbed by the body. The neutrophils move through the capillaries or through the blood vessels in our body, as you can observe in this representation made by computer, of course, but you can see how they work. They are like police, as I told you. Whoa, moving, moving, moving all around the blood vessels. They are looking for bacteria, infections, or a weird body that is attacking. Look, this green spark is the representation of a bacterial infection. Look how this neutrophil or white blood cell is going to take this infection and absorb it and then take it outside. Look, in this moment, it's trying to search where is the bacterial infection located. When the white blood cell detects that, it starts to get closer. Look, mark it, and then when they are ready to be ingested, the white blood cell gets closer and absorbs the bacteria. Wow, incredible. Look, it put the bacteria inside a capsule to be inside, and then with the phagocytes, these are the phagocytes, it's going to transform that bacteria in something that can be digested by our body. Great! It is going to transform a dangerous bacteria in food for our body. Well, then after some time, when the white blood cell detects that is already done, it is going to die and be being transformed in smaller pieces that can be absorbed by our body. Incredible work, amazing work that all these white blood cells are doing in our body. So, students, next time when you see your blood flowing by an accident or wound or something, remember a lot of things are happening inside the city of our body. Yes, inside our bodies, the blood it's like a new world with a lot of different cells working together to make our body work. Have a nice weekend, a nice week, and continue learning. Study your book, underline the important ideas in that page, and then answer the activities. Have a nice time, and I will see you soon. Science, the best.